Hi, I don't know if you knew, but I was going to do my third pregnancy and labour story, and basically, here it is. I may do this in two parts, depends how long it takes. But basically, yes, I fell pregnant with my third and final little boy, and he's now 15 months old. I can tell you now, my body's only just got back to normal because I had pelvic girdle within that pregnancy, and it was just an horrendous thing. I had to wear a belt because of it. So yeah, and that did actually really help because it takes the weight of the baby off your hips and your pelvis and that. So that really did actually help. Thankfully I didn't need crutches, some women do. But basic things just to get yourself out of bed or out of the bath absolutely killed. You know, I couldn't walk far, my hip would click, everything. It was really painful, and some days I'd find myself in tears because it was really painful. Now, other than that, the pregnancy was alright. Apart from I had strep B throughout it all, and I had that in my first pregnancy too. Now obviously I'm going to do a separate video on strep B because it is a topic that any woman that wants to become pregnant or is pregnant really stressfully need to know about. There's not enough coverage by midwives and the medical professionals about this, so that'll be a separate video. But yeah, basically the pregnancy went fine. I went into labour on my due date in the evening. It was a slow getting up to it. Went to hospital because obviously I needed antibiotics in labour. Got there and they did. They got me wired up to some antibiotics, double dose, because I was progressing so fast. The pain, bloody horrendous, because it was all pelvis, all front, and because I had a pelvic girdle, I couldn't obviously you know, I couldn't widen my hips further enough because of the pain. But I did in the end. I managed to get through it with no pain relief at all. I felt quite proud of myself for that. Little things, isn't it? Yeah, but when she examined me, I was only 5 centimetres, but she said, oh, I could feel bulge in waters. She said, it's funny because your waters have gone. But basically, my little man, he had turned, and the placenta had turned with it, or the sac had turned with it, so it was covering up the hole. So that was that. And then basically she sweeped, and then the pain just got even worse, and then suddenly I was 9 centimetres and I was pushing, and obviously as I was pushing, he was coming down, my waters just exploded, and my midwife and my husband had to jump out of the way of them. It was quite funny. Just to wrap it up though, very quickly, he was born. The cord was around his neck, and he had to have oxygen. It was so tight around his neck, it did stop breathing. It caused bloodshot eyes in both and mottled skin, bit like septicemia. So yeah, and because of the strep B, so he was monitored very closely every hour after birth. But all was fine. I had, I think, 4 stitches, so it wasn't too bad as well there. And that was it really. Just went up to the recovery room, and obviously I had to stay for 12 hours, so he was monitored, and that was it. All fine. We come home with him. And I was, obviously, as I said with the strep B, I was warned about late onset group strep B. So I'm going to do a separate video about that. But any other questions, there's my story. And yeah, 15 months later, he's lovely. So anyway, I will leave it there, and I will speak soon. Bye, ladies.